Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to the few people that came through while I was on mute. I was on mute because I'm at home and I'm trying to work at the same time. We're on this elliptical. We're on Ellie. Ellie the elliptical. Ellie my elliptical. So we're on a little bit earlier today. Might go outside. Might go outside, might not. We're going to try to at least get 30 minutes right now on Ellie as I wrap up my workout today. Gonna cool down in a few minutes. We're going to cool down in a few minutes. So we're on Ellie the elliptical today. You guys already know that Ellie is my best friend. She won't lie to you. She won't cheat on you. She won't talk about you behind your back, in your front, or to your side. And most importantly, she's loyal. Loyal. Look at the numbers. And she's going to tell you the truth every time. The only time Ellie won't tell you the truth is if her batteries are wacky. If her batteries are wacky. Other than that, Ellie is solid. She's a good dude, solid. You don't have to worry about her saying, oh, something slipped. Oh, I forgot you didn't want. Nah, Ellie is straight. Ellie is loyal to a fault. So, the only thing I have to do is just make sure her batteries are up to par. And they are up to par. So, happy Wednesday to you. Hopefully it's a wonderful Wednesday. For some, it may be a wow Wednesday. Hopefully in a good wow way. In a wow in a good way. A wonderful way. This is hump day. I hope your week has gone great thus far. We're right here in the middle. Half the week to go. You have to go as much as you've come. As far as this week goes anyway, right? So I hope you guys have had a wonderful week and will continue to have a wonderful week. For those of you who things start off a little bit shaky, rocky, look, hopefully it turns around, okay? Hopefully it turns around. And thank you for stopping through. Whether you say anything or not, I appreciate you. Any of the ones that come through, I appreciate you. I really, really do. So I have not neglected Ellie. I haven't neglected her. But we haven't been on in here in a while. So here we are today. At the end of the workout. Boom, 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 boom. Here we are today. At the end. Boom, 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 boom. I hope you guys have moved today for 30 minutes consistently and be persistent about it. I hope that you have moved for 30 minutes today. And I hope you did it yesterday and the day before. And I hope that you will continue to move. Keep moving. Tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. Okay, keep moving. Moving helps your mindset. Moving helps your emotional state. Moving helps your physical state. All right? So keep moving consistently and be persistent about it. The more you move, guess what? The more lubricated those joints will be. All right? We want to work the body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. We want to make sure that those knees, those hip joints, those knee joints, at your ankles, even your toes, your fingers, your hands, your wrists, your shoulders, your elbows, okay? You want to move as much as possible. The more you move, the more synovial fluid your body creates. And it helps to lubricate. Lubricate those joints. The more you move, it helps your blood flow. It helps your lymphatic system, okay? It helps. So don't be stagnant. Don't be stationary. Don't be a couch potato. Move. And look, and don't give us that excuse that you work every day, okay? Okay. Still take 30 minutes out of your day, just like you take 8, 10, 12 hours out of the day to work. Take that 30 minutes, and if your time, if you really, really don't have a lot of time, 15 minimum. 15 minimum. And get in some cardiovascular activity. Whether you're doing it for your mindset, your weight, to knock off some inches. At the end of the day, it's all about fitness. It's all about fitness. Being as fit and as emotionally stable as possible. Okay, things like working out, exercising, releases those feel-good endorphins. All right, those feel-good, those proteins called endorphins. They're proteins as well as hormones. They're called endorphins. Okay, and you want to release the feel-good ones, the ones that help you to feel good. We don't want to release the ones that cause us to overeat. We don't want to release the stress hormones, right? We want to release those endorphins. All right? Those feel-good endorphins. Those are the ones that we want to release. Okay? They help you. They definitely help you. They help you to get good sleep. They just help you to feel good. All right? Exercise, and as you're doing so, at certain points, just take you some good deep breaths in and out. In and out. In, I'm talking about from deep down. Deep, okay? Deep down. Watch that diaphragm. Deep down. And out. Do that throughout the day, however many times you need to. All right? However many times you need to. I know it's easier said than done. Some people have issues, like, right, they don't have the patience yet. They have to develop the patience to do the things that contribute to having more patience. Listen to me. Some of us have to develop enough patience. Do things to help us develop patience. Enough patience to do other things that are really hard for us to do, okay? Think of smaller things to help you develop the patience that you need to go on to bigger things and to create a state of mind where you have more patience. Because a lot of us, we don't have a lot of patience, or we're always on the go. Notice that people who are on the go, typically they don't have a lot of patience. And not just those people. It could be anybody. It could be a couch potato who is very impatient, okay? It can be a couch potato. That couch potato needs to get up and move. Get up and move. Work it out. Work it out. Walk it out. Walk it out. Get up and move. Get up and move with me. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What are you doing right now? If you are busy doing something really important, get up and move with me. Even if you are doing something important, there's nothing wrong with you moving right there, moving a little bit more right there where you are. Moving just a little bit more right there where you are. I'm telling you, I promise you, you'll feel so much better when you're done. You'll feel so much. Now don't move too much if you're at work, okay? You're probably already hot and sweaty. You don't want to make it any worse. But hey, before you get home, stop at the local park. Stop, walk around your job when you get off. A lot of people go on walks on their lunch break. If it's really, really hot, if you sweat a lot, you might want to wait until you get off. But that is a perfect time. As long as you're not going to be late picking up the kids, picking up the spouse, fixing dinner, and all that jazz. If you have any type of equipment, and a lot of times that's a good thing, you don't need equipment. Do something while you're cooking. Multitask. Multitask. It's so funny to me how I see so many people multitasking. But they don't multitask when it comes to like working out. You can get on your treadmill your walking pad, your mini stepper, your elliptical, your stationary bike, and ride that thing, walk that thing while your food is cooking. Pull it into your kitchen. Pull it into your kitchen. Okay? And multitask, just like you multitask all other tasks. Or many other tasks. Many other tasks. You can multitask. You can get that exercise in. You can get it in. You may not be able to just stop and do it for 30 whole minutes, but you can get it in. Do it while you're cooking. Okay? Do some stretches while you're waiting for the kids to get out of football practice, cheerleader practice. Do some stretches. Get outside. And let your daughter or son walk up to you and be like, Mom, Dad, what are you doing? Stretching. Stretching. Instead of just sitting in this car, I'm stretching, waiting for you to get out of practice. Okay? If they're at practice, walk. Walk the track. Walk around the school. Walk around whatever facility that they're practicing in. Go inside the facility if you can. So you can incorporate exercise into your day-to-day routine. So a lot of times when you say you don't have time, yes, many of us do. Many of us do if we use our time more wisely by simply multitasking. Simply multitasking. So I was winding up or winding down, as some would say, my workout, right? We're about to go into a cool down phase, right? My workout routine, I think of the word radar. That word starts with R, it ends with R. When I work out, I start with stretching, I end with stretching, right? R is for stretching, A is for warm up, D is for workout, A is for cool down, and R is for stretching. Start with stretching, end with stretching. It starts with R, it ends with R. Think of things like that to keep you motivated, right? Now I have not heard anybody say that. I would like to think that's pretty unique to what I just said. Okay. What I also do is I think of it as a meal. My warm-up is my appetizer, my workout is my entree, and my cool down is my dessert. Oftentimes, I have 2 desserts. Who doesn't like 2 desserts, right? I always do my cool down when I'm done with my workout. But many times I come on here and I go live to interact with people, like-minded people, okay? Like-minded people. Hello to any and everybody who comes through. Whether you decide to say hello or not, I appreciate you. Because you came through and you waited for a few seconds, maybe a minute or 2. I appreciate you. You made me a part of your multi-scrolling. You made me a part of your multitasking by making me a part of your scrolling. And I appreciate that. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up. I would appreciate it. But guess what? I'm not going to fuss at you about it. Okay? I'm not one of those content creators who's going to ask you 1,000 times or kind of browbeat you about a thumbs up. That is just one way of support. You being here, whether you give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or whatever, you being here for a few seconds to minutes, that is support. See, you got to switch it up. You got to switch it up. You got to trick your body, all right? Trick your body, work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Go fast, then slow it back down. Speed up, slow it back down. You've got to trick your body, especially when you find times where you have plateaued, whether it be with your cardio or with your resistance training. You have to switch it up. You have to switch it up. You got to switch things up. So we're winding down, not quite cooling down yet, but we are winding down. Been Been on Ellie, my elliptical here for, before going live, like 40 minutes. Yeah, about 40 minutes. So about a good 20 minutes will kind of finish my cardio for her. So what, another 3 minutes, kind of winding down. We're winding down, getting to the section where we're gonna cool down. So again, I hope you've had a wonderful Wednesday. Okay, for those who have had a kind of wow Wednesday, a whoa Wednesday, things that make you say wow, things that make you say whoa, hey, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better, all right? Sometimes you have to find ways to make things better. Sometimes you have to find ways to make things better. You know, when they say pull yourself up by the bootstraps, literally and figuratively, sometimes we have to do that. Literally and figuratively. No matter what you're going through, sometimes we have to do that. And as adults, we can do that. Think about kids who do it all the time. You know, a lot of times, as adults, we do go through a lot. But I always think about it. Some children go through so much more than we do. And they have no other choice but to be there, to be in certain situations. Some are bullied at school, but they have to go to school. Some are bullied at home, but where else will they live? Some are bullied in both places. Both. Think of the mindset. Think of that mindset. If you're bullied at school, at least you have home where you're supposed to be loved. And oftentimes you are loved. But you know, as adults, parents, sometimes they have anger issues. Sometimes they don't change and conform to the new way of doing things. They're treating their kids the way they were raised. So sometimes kids are catching it at school, catching it at home. Those are the ones who end up being the strongest. Okay? They end up being the strongest. Who is that? Hey, Shawanda. Welcome to the chat, Shawanda. How you doing? Now, if kids can be strong and resilient like that, we as adults, we gotta learn to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. Because that is too much pressure for kids, right? You catching it at school, it's too much pressure, all right? But maybe at least you're getting loved at home. Or you're catching it at home. Maybe school is a getaway. Sometimes people are catching it so bad at home, they'd rather go to school or work, even though they may be being bullied there. Hopefully you get a reprieve from one, right? But a lot of times, people are catching it from both ways, both angles. Catching it from school, being bullied at home. And think of those who go to school and work, old enough to go to school and work. You go through things at work. So children and young adults with those young minds, they become the most resilient and the strongest. And sometimes, you know, that's too much pressure to put on them. But I just feel like if they can become resilient and stronger for it, so can many of us. That being said, though, sometimes that kind of business takes a heavy toll on kids. And that's why you have so many kids that turn out to be adults who are just torn. To a degree, they're strong, but everybody who goes through that type of stuff won't end up being strong, okay? And you don't criticize because they should not have gone through it in the first place. They should not have had to have gone through those things. So we all in life go through things. Just try to make the best of it. So whatever's going on this week, if it's something that ticks you off, makes you mad, try your best to work your way through it. Sharonda says, I'm doing good today. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm on Ellie. Ellie the elliptical girl. I'm on Ellie. I just got done. I'm kind of winding down. I'm about to cool down now. So I don't know if I'm going live a little bit later this evening walking. But just in case I don't, I just said, well, let me just jump on Ellie. I'm almost done working out. She never fails. I was telling them, I always say, she's loyal. She's a true friend. She's a best friend. You can tell her all your secrets. Look, this little box right here holds a lot of your secrets when it comes to those numbers. Like their weight, those calories. It tells a lot of, she holds a lot of secrets. See, she holds a lot of secrets. You can tell her your problems. She's not going to judge you. She's not going to push you off. She might stop on you. Now, she might stop if those batteries aren't together. But as long as Ellie has a good couple of batteries, she's gonna tell you the right numbers. And she ain't gonna lie to you. She ain't gonna lie to you. She is my best friend. You don't have to worry about her looking for something, trying to get anything out of me other than work. Her job is to sit here. When I neglect her too long, she's just to remind me, you need to put in a little bit more work. Even if I'm doing whatever I need to do, to stay on top of it. This right here is like, when I made that purchase, she was like, don't sit there and waste that money. Don't spend money on me for no reason. So even if I just, like today, I usually get on Ellie every day. And so when I do my walks outside, I'm already done working out, whether I've worked out that morning or that afternoon or that evening, according to my work schedule. So I go outside just to kind of get outside. But sometimes Ellie wants to be in the live. Sometimes Ellie wants to be in the live. So I have to bring Ellie along. And I've encouraged you guys already to move. Put those phones down. Get off the computer. Do some things. Do some finger and hand exercises. Okay? Flex and extend those wrists. Work those elbows. Work those shoulders. Work those shoulders. All right? All right? Do something with those hips. Twist at that waist. All right? Stand in place. Pull that knee up. Then do the other side. Okay? Work those hip joints, those knee joints, those ankle joints, and those toes, all the way down to your toes. All right? Release those feel-good endorphins. Exercising helps to release those feel-good endorphins, those endorphins made by your hypothalamus and your pituitary gland, okay? That's what they do, right? They make those, they're actually hormones and proteins. So we want to release some of those feel-good ones, the ones that make you feel like, oh. When you're working out, you're like, man, I'm tired. I'm ready to be done. Okay? But you got to get it over with and get it done. And guess what? As soon as you get done and you start to cool down and cool off, you will feel better. You will feel better. All right? Now, that is not a guarantee to everybody, okay? Because it depends on your fitness level. You have to start at a place. So I don't know what place you're starting at. So that depends on your fitness level. And for that reason, as a professional, because YouTube doesn't give any of us any licenses and, certifications. And so, hold on. Okay. My brother just walked in, y'all. I was tired. I didn't know who that was. I was like, hold on. I didn't hear my alarm. My alarm was supposed to be on, y'all. But I didn't hear it. I heard the door, though. And I'm like, who was that? So, hold on just a second. Oh, my God. He's talking so loud, y'all. Hold on. Okay, that's fine. It might as well. I was on my elliptical though. Okay, y'all, I'm back. He came in and scared the heck out of me. Okay. Hey, I see a black screen right now. Jordan, Jordan, have you heard anything about we're not supposed to have black screens or something like that? Because I'm live. I'm live. I heard someone come in my house and I wasn't expecting it. I was like, who was that? But it was my brother. I forgot I told him to come back. Okay, I was like, who the heck is this? Because I heard the door chime, but I didn't hear the alarm. I thought I had my alarm. You see me? Okay. So YouTube, that was temporary, YouTube. That was temporary. I had to see what was going on in the house. I was on my about to end the, well, I wasn't about to end the live, but I was about to cool down. And so he came in, and I was like, boy, you better call me. I was like, you better call me. Why you didn't call me? And he was like, I didn't think about it. You said it was going to be ready. And see, my brother has a key. So that's why I was like, hold up. It's not time for anybody to be home yet. How are you doing, Jordan? How's everybody doing? On this wonderful Wednesday. Okay. This wonderful Wednesday. It's nice outside. It's sunny. You guys, you know, I really don't go outside a lot when it's sunny. I go outside during the day, and actually it's usually kind of winding down, like almost first dark or something like that. Close to first dark. And I end up walking into the dark. Walking into the dark until dark hits, till night hits. So it hasn't been this sunny in a long time. But he scared the heck out of me. I was like, what in the hell? Who is coming in the house? See, most of the times I have my alarm on. Resting over right now. I know didn't you go walking today, Jordan? I think that's the I can't remember if I shared the short or video or live today. I shared something. I think you were about to walk. So yes, y'all, remember, when you're at home alone, remember whether you have your doors locked or not. And see, my door was locked. And I was like, my door was locked and I wasn't expecting anybody. And the way the cars are at my house, my brother don't knock. He just used his key and come on in, and that's what he did. And I was like, what the hell? Nobody is supposed to be coming home for another hour or so. You did 8 miles today? I thought you did. I put it on my community wall. So great job. You guys know, like I said earlier, if you see me do anything on my live or my shorts or any video that I might upload, which I don't upload a lot of videos. I think I'm going to get to that a little bit, but I don't upload many videos. But if you see me do anything that I upload or any lives that I do so at your own risk. I am here to motivate and encourage people to move, but move in a way that's conducive to your fitness level, okay? Move in a way that is conducive to your fitness level. You want to always contact and talk to your primary healthcare provider, be it your doctor, your MD, your CRNP, your certified registered nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, known as a PA, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist, okay? Your fitness trainer, your weight coach, your weight trainer. You may have a weight loss trainer, okay? You may just have a trainer at the gym. All of those people need to be involved. You have specialty doctors, cardiac doctors, liver doctors, kidney doctors, arthritis doctors that work on your arthritis, and things like this. Your orthopedic doctors, your podiatrists. You have a lot of specialty doctors. And all of those, if you have any of those conditions, if you are pregnant, if you are over the age of 35, you need to be contacting any of those healthcare providers And you guys need to be on the same page. And another thing, they all need to be on the same page together, because one may say it's okay for you to do something, and another one may say, well, pump the brakes. Maybe we can get started here, and maybe we can work our way up to there. Okay? So don't compete with anybody, because you don't know how long somebody else has been doing their exercise program, their exercise routine. Just start where it is good for you. And you and your healthcare team can determine that. As I always say, they lock arm in arm around you. They form an atom, and you are the nucleus of that atom, okay? You are the nucleus of that atom, all right? And they're looking out for your best interest, and you most definitely should be looking out for your best interest. Whenever you're doing something and you become too tired, slow down, and or more importantly, stop. Slow down, and or more importantly, stop. You can always stop, rest, and do it again later that day, or do it again later another day. And sometimes you have to modify. Sometimes you have to modify what it is that you're doing. And a lot of times, if you have contacted your primary healthcare provider or your fitness coach, your therapist, and things like that, they've already given you a list of exercises and a list of things that you can do in case one doesn't work. They've given you alternative modify. Right? If you can't do the deep squat because of your knee issues or hip issues, they might still allow you to do a squat, but it doesn't have to be so deep. And you can have some support. Use support, okay? I'm trying to keep up with you. Oh, Jordan, I'm trying to keep up with you, bro. It's good to see you. It's good to see you and to have you for that motivation. Motivation, motivation, motivation. It's good to see you and have good positive motivation. Good positive motivation. Sincere motivation. And you're always encouraging. You're always encouraging to others. You're encouraging to others, and you're a motivation for others to get up and do the same thing. And again, talk with your healthcare team. Talk with your healthcare team. There are so many people. You know, YouTube is a great resource. Google is a terrific resource. But they don't hand out degrees, diplomas, certificates, licensures, and things like that, right? So for those of us who are trainers, who work in certain fields, who do have licenses, as a personalized and professional disclaimer, I have to say whatever I do over here is for informational purposes only. We drop nuggets over here, right? You take those nuggets, you research them, take them to your doctor, take them to your nurse practitioner, take them to your physician's assistant. Do your research before even doing that, so that when you go to the doctor, you're prepared with what you may have heard or seen on social media, the research that you've done, and then you can have a conversation with him or her, okay? And then they can let you know what's good for you and your fitness level. They can let you know what's good for you and your fitness level. So over here in Lions Pride, we walk and talk. We walk and talk. If you can walk and talk, that is great. If you can't, that's all right. We just want you to move. Just make sure that you walk, okay? Walk, run, skip, jog, swim, go hiking, okay? Dance. Walk around your house if you don't want to go out into the neighborhood. Walk around every room of your house. Walk around the biggest room in your house. If you do go outside, stay close to home if it's really hot. Remember to always stay hydrated, whether it's summertime or not. Stay hydrated, okay? Stay hydrated. You don't have to have a whole bunch of workout equipment in order to give your body a good workout at home. You don't. Here's my buddy, y'all. Here he is. Look at him. He's so cute. You see? He got a big bark, I'm telling you. So yes, and thank you guys for those thumbs up. I appreciate it. Those thumb ups, I appreciate them. I really do. Thank you, Jordan, for coming in, Shawanda for coming in, and anybody else, because there was quite a few people that came through today and watched. So again, I thank you guys for that. Again, I don't go ham and go off about the thumbs, okay? Because if you have come through this live and you have stopped for a few seconds to a few minutes, you have shown support. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. If you decided to subscribe, that's support. If you did comment, that's support. Okay? There are a plethora of ways you can support. Once you have subscribed, once you've shown that bit of support, there's even more support in my doorbell, better known as that YouTube notification bell. Tap that thing, hold it, so that you'll be notified every time I upload a short, which I do a variety of shorts. I love animals, food, cooking. You can make a short out of anything, right? You'll be notified every time I upload a short or go live over here in Lions Pride, right? Right. So thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I bet y'all was like, what the heck is going on? Because I was like, what the heck is going on? Why is my door opening? See, I have to know. Because I have stuff around the house. You know, you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared. And then I heard him say it's me. When I heard him say it's me, I was like, okay, you better say something. I think he heard me say to the live, hold on, y'all, somebody coming in my house. I think I might have said it's my brother. He might have said it's me first. It went so fast, I can't remember how it happened. I just know I wasn't expecting him. So he was coming over to get something to eat. Cook early this morning. You do a lot over there? Yes, Jordan. I try to. Between going to work and... Y'all hear that? Oh my God. I cannot. That's the only thing about being outside. You just have to conform and you have to be all right with it. But that noise, sometimes some of these cars are so noisy. Oh my gosh. But you just got to deal with it. If you want to be outside and you want to get some fresh air, you got to deal with it. Yes, Jordan, I do. I try to, you know, that's why I always say, I wish I could really do a full workout on here in a video format. But a lot of times I'm kind of clipping and snipping stuff and saving it and then uploading it later. Sometimes I'll upload it back to back. Unless I'm live. But if I was to do, I tell them all the time, I'm too unorganized. Like with my workout, it could be full body day. If it's full body day, like I usually do upper body, lower body, full body. So if it's full body day, especially, I'm all over the place. I have a whole plan laid out of what I'm gonna do. It's just like cooking. When I cook, I don't like to cook live. Like I'll do a cooking short and show a little bit of it, but I can't cook live because I'm all over the place. It's like I know what I want, I know what I'm gonna put in my food, but since I know, I don't like organize it. To me, if I organize it, it'll throw me off. And that's just like when I'm exercising. I could be like, okay, I'm doing rows today, we're working on chest, we're gonna work on arms, chest, back, right? Our abs, arms, chest, back. Abs you can do every day, kind of like cardio, you can do every day. But the thing about abs is you don't have to do it every day. Some people like to do it every day. It just depends on how you work your abs. If you're gonna do old school way, you're gonna get on the floor or a mat. You don't necessarily have to do that every day because the more you do certain things, you increase your risk for injury. So you can do abs every day. If you want that 6-8 pack, some people have a 10 pack, I guess. If you want that, but if you just want them to look nice and trim, every other day is sufficient. So, and again, that's why I say YouTube doesn't give out licenses, certifications. We listen to people on here who have licenses and certifications, and sometimes those people's information differ. You know, their information differs from each other, one from another. So, I always say, I do not, over here in Lions Pride, if I do anything, do so at your own risk. I do not assess, I do not professionally, clinically, okay, medically assess, all right, diagnose, treat, or evaluate. I do not professionally, medically, or clinically assess, diagnose, treat, or evaluate. I don't. I just share nuggets with you guys the same way you guys share nuggets with me. I share nuggets with you, the things that work for me or people that I know, and some of the things that I've been actually trained, licensed, and certified to know. You need abs, Jordan. I need some abs. Hey, Half of it, look, you already know the half of it is in that cardio and that diet. Cardio and diet. A lot of times people have, you know, and sometimes it just depends. It could be hereditary, just your genetics. It could be genetics. It can be maybe you're not doing the right thing. But a lot of times, people who do exercise regularly might have a little pudge or whatever. But a lot of times they have abs right up under there. It's just about getting it off, getting that fat off. It's just about getting that fat off. A lot of times I see people who do, like I was saying, you don't have to do ab exercises every day in order to have them. Do them 3 times a week or every other day, which will end up being 3 times one week, 4 times the next week, right? But they don't do a lot of cardio. So they work on their abs faithfully all the time, but they don't do a lot of cardio. So you got those abs sitting right there under that pudge. And if you just increase the amount of cardio you do and watch that pudge melt, voila, you'll have your abs. You'll have your abs. You will have your abs. Okay? Now, they may not be picture perfect the way you want them to be because, again, genetics play a part. You have some people, hey, they're the dons of the family. Like you have some people, the mom and dad may be a little pudgy, aunties and uncles may be a little pudgy. But then you got 2 or 3 in the family who look like, oh my gosh, workout queens, workout kings. So then they have kids, and some of those kids look like workout kings and queens. Then 1 or 2 of the kids may be a little pudgy. So sometimes, see, those genetics, they're a funny thing. They're a funny thing. Jordan says, I am taking the course to be a personal trainer. Congratulations. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. And you know, and it's like becoming a fitness trainer, becoming certified is so rewarding and fulfilling. Even if you, like some people, they just go to like a local college or community college or something like that, and they become certified through a school, then that's a great feeling. But then you go on and you can become certified on a national level. See, you can become certified on a national level. And you just continue, and some people even go to like college, 4-year institutions for, you know, fitness and just kinesiology and things like that. So it is a great field. You know, it's just up to you how much you want to do, how far you want to go with it. But I just encourage people to, even when you hear people on YouTube that say that they are licensed, always talk to a professional in your area. And definitely, like I always say, talk to your doctor. You know, if you want to start a plan, a regimen, a program, and see what works best for you, so you'll know where you are. And you know, the more you do, the more you'll want to do. But you got to make sure you're starting off in the right place. You've got to make sure that you are starting off in the right place. And so a lot of times, like I said, you'll have 2 professionals in the same thing on YouTube telling you 2 different things. So just do your research. Make sure that your research is through reputable sources, kind of like the .orgs, the .edus for education, the .govs. You know, some people, they're a little leery about trusting the .govs. But let me tell you, those are the better sources. And if you trust the .orgs, a lot of times they're intertwined with the .govs anyway. So just do your research, learn what you need to do, and figure out if you're dedicated. And at the least, if you don't want to be the type of person that exercises daily, at least get your walks in. Get you some type of cardiovascular fitness in. I said, you can dance. You can go swimming. Find something that you enjoy. Get a treadmill and just do it 3 times a week. 3 times a week is better than nothing at all. Jordan says, I know I will get mine. I am just taking it very easy because of that back surgery. I got you. But next year I will be doing twice a day on my fitness. I got you. Yes, you got to definitely take it easy when it comes to that back. The back is that main source. Oh my goodness, look. When that back gives you problems, you got problems, okay? Now look, that being said, you can work through those problems and you can get back to, hey, some people get back to where they were, but even if you don't get back 100%, hey, getting back to 90% when it comes to that back, 85 or 90% is that's considered great in my opinion, because when the back starts to bother you, oh my gosh, sometimes you can feel like, oh my, it's almost unexplainable. It's almost unexplainable. So that is another good reason where that is good to, build a strong core. Build a strong core to help to support your back. Help to support your back. Building a strong core will definitely help to support your back. And that bending over the wrong way, bending over from the waist, don't do it. Use those knees. Use those knees. And if the knees got some issues, then use some help, okay? Get somebody to help you when it comes to that. And I don't care if you're a male or female. When it comes to lifting things, and if you're on a job that requires a lot of lifting, when you need help, get it, all right? Because once that back gets injured, I'm not going to say it can't get back to 100%, maybe 98%, something like that, 95%, but it takes a long time. It takes a long time, and it takes effort and dedication. Now, if you're an athlete, football player, basketball player, that's a whole different ball game. You see them and you be like, I thought they hurt their back. Look, let me tell you, technology is something else, right? Hey, the technology that they have today for these athletes, but guess what? Most of us people who aren't athletes, we don't have that type of money. We don't have that type of money. So we go to our doctors and we go to the regular physical therapist, the regular occupational therapist, and it takes a minute. The younger you are, of course, the better. So athletes usually have that on their side. But when you see athletes like have an injury and bounce back, they used to say for like an ACL, like it used to be like 9 months to a year. Nowadays, they're talking about 6 months, right? 6 months. So they have the equipment for that. They have the things that they need for that. And they have the money for that. We people who don't have that type of money, we go to our doctors and we go to, I guess you would say general therapists, right? And they may have the same knowledge, but they may not be offering the same type of equipment that a lot of those athletes have to help them get back on the road to recovery. So Jordan, you do great for your back. Being that you had back surgery, you do great. And all the things that you're doing now is just helping to make it stronger. Helping to make it stronger. But I just encourage anybody, when you're lifting, don't lift with your back. Do not lift with your back. You want to use those knees. Okay, you want to squat down and use those knees. Squat down, make sure you're stable. Okay, and then use those knees. Because once you hear that back crack, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's something. That is something. Once you hear that, it's like once you injure your back, you're probably always going to have some times where it kind of acts up or flares up. But the good thing about it is that you can get back to normal. Like you can, some people have back issues and they're very debilitating. They're very debilitating. So if you've ever had a back issue or like a back surgery, like Jordan's had a back surgery, and you come across this live, let us know some things that you do. To let us know some things that you did, and let us know some things that you do to help your back as you are on your road to recovery. So yeah, that one was real loud, y'all. Let us know some things that you do, to help your back, or any area, any part of your body, whether it's your back, leg, arm, hand, foot, whatever it is. ACL, your Achilles tendon, your fingers, your toes, whatever it is, your elbows, your shoulders. So if you've ever had any type of injury, what are some things that you did on your road to recovery that you found that were very helpful. So again, guys, we just drop nuggets over here. You guys drop nuggets in the chat that really help me out. They help you guys help each other out. It's my goal to drop nuggets in the chat from time to time to help you out. Again, informational purposes only. Things that I do over here are things that have helped me and people I know, friends, family, co-workers, associates, and hopefully you guys are doing the same. You're doing the same. You know, and any information that you get from anywhere, always do your research. Always do your research. It's that copyright 107 was put in place for a reason. That copyright 107, informational, entertainment purposes only, educational purposes only, just to kind of educate you on the possibilities out there, on the nuggets out there, educate you on the information that's out there. You have to go and research that information, though. You have to go research that information. So it has already been 57 minutes, guys. So it's going to end up being an hour or so. And I'm going to jump off. For around like an hour and a couple of minutes. Because I had planned again today to do 30 minutes. And I thank you, Jordan, for coming in, contributing to the conversation. That's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. Just contributing, like-minded people, contributing to the conversation. Okay? Support positive content creators. The J. Jordan is one. Please support him. Shawanda, I don't think is a content creator, but she is a great supporter. She's a great supporter to a lot of content creators. So when you see good, positive content, even if it's not up your alley or down your alley, even if it's not something you particularly like or would enjoy or would do, please support good, positive content. Because let me tell you, the negative stuff, the chats are full. The chats are full when there's something negative going on. And you can be somebody that you don't usually do that type of stuff. But if something happens and they think it's going to be some negativity, the chat is full. Right? Now, sometimes you just like what you like. Like there are some drama channels that I like. I go in and I say hello and I'm out. All right? I go in, I say hello, and I'm out. There are people in there that I like. But a lot of times you don't like what's going on. You know, it's just like a lot of times people don't like what's going on in a positive chat. But I love a positive chat. Because 9 times out of 10, something is going to be said in that chat that's going to be informative, educational, uplifting, motivational, or even just kind of eye-opening. Just kind of eye-opening. It doesn't have to you don't have to be in awe, but it can be eye-opening. It's like what people say. You learn something new every day. You never know where you're going to learn something new. And when you go into a lot of positive chats, or maybe chats that they're doing things that you normally don't stop and look, if you're just scrolling and you see something and you happen to stop, you might catch a nugget in there that you weren't expecting. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you again for doing that gift the other day. That was so nice of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do that and you did. So I greatly appreciate it. I definitely, there's so much going on, y'all. It's like a lot of times, that's why I love to watch. Most of the times I don't catch full videos, but there are some content creators like Jordan. I know it's going to be positivity. It's going to be uplifting. A lot of times, especially when I'm at work and I share it, I might catch a bit of it or maybe half of it. And every now and again I can catch all of it, or I just let it play even if I didn't catch it. And I don't have to worry about what I'm sharing. I know I'm sharing somebody who's being a motivator, someone who's encouraging and uplifting. So I don't even have to worry about it. See, it's just nice. Even when he's out bowling, I rarely go bowling, but I'm gonna support. I'm gonna let it play. Sometimes I'll say hi. Again, if I'm at work, I just let it play and leave my phone in my bag and let it play. I kind of got out of the habit of doing that as much because y'all know we ladies have lots of stuff in these bags. And I said this a lot of times. I've blocked people by mistake, like hid them from the channel, because it just so happens when you put your phone in your purse or in the bag, when you tap it, you're not gonna tap one thing. 2, 3, or 4 things are gonna happen from one tap, and it's moving around. So I often have to go and check my list to see if I've hidden anybody by mistake. So I usually try to kind of lay it like on a high shelf and just let it play. And a lot of times I'll share it immediately. Or it's been times where it's been a while, like if I hadn't been on YouTube in a couple of days, I'll go back and share it. And that's why I enjoy about your channel, Jordan. I don't have to be like, what was he talking about today before I share it? You know, it's like, I don't have to be like that. I don't have to worry about, oh, what kind of trouble he was stirring up today. And like I said, there's a time and place for it. You're welcome. You're welcome, Jordan. There's a time and a place for all that. I think most of us have our little boxes. We like a little drama. We like a little comedy. We like a little family. We like cars. You know, there's a lot of things that we like on these apps. But just don't let yourself get bogged down in the negative. Don't let yourself get bogged down in the negative. Okay? Don't let yourself get bogged down with the negative. And if you find yourself caught up in the negative, get out of there. Get out of there. Do what you got to do. You know, try to do it as low key as possible, but get out of there. Like I always tell y'all, GYGAG. Grab your grip. GYGAG. Grab your grip and go. Okay? Grab your grip and go. If you find yourself in someone's misery lounge, their miserable spot, their misery place, let me tell you, they may not be miserable, but they're trying to make sure that everybody else, they're recruiting people to make miserable. Okay, they invite you in. They're like wolves in sheep's clothing. They invite you in, give you a few drinks, some mints and nuts, some wings. You know, they give you something, and it's going smooth for a week or two, maybe a month or two, and all of a sudden, you find yourself saying, "Wait a minute, I got to get out of here. I got to grab my grip and go." And if you find that someone has entered into your system, your ecosystem, get it out of there. Whether it's people, things, whatever it is, get it out of there. Okay? We're all looking for equilibrium. Okay? Homeostasis. Right? We all want homeostasis. We're all looking for equilibrium. We want things as put together, as all things equal as can be. And you know, that's impossible all the time, right? It's impossible all the time. But you want your ecosystem to be as calm as possible, right? As calm as possible. And so there are some channels where I just feel like I can just share them even if I don't watch them. Because even if I don't watch it at all, hopefully someone will come across my wall and they will watch it. They will watch it. So that's the goal with that. Sometimes I might just say, "Hey, how you doing?" I might say share, because there are some people I don't have to worry about that. That's like MRTV, Marie, Cowboy Marie. You don't have to worry about, if you're at work and you just can't watch for like maybe 5 to 10 minutes or the whole live if you choose, you can share them without even thinking about it. There are a couple of people like that. You can share them without thinking about it. And like I said, we have our boxes. I like drama. I like a little drama. But even when it comes to the dramatics, even when it comes to drama, right? You should know when enough is enough and when too much is too much. Okay? We all want to, you should know when enough is enough and when too much is too much. And you don't want that stuff weighing down on your mental, even if you're not a part of it. Sometimes you can watch so much stuff that's so messy and chaotic that it'll start to weigh on your mental. And it'll take your attention span away from the good things that you could be watching. Excuse me, y'all. The good things that you could be watching. So, that being said, thank you again, Jordan. I appreciate you, Shawanda. And there were quite a few people that just didn't say anything. But guess what? I appreciate you guys just as much, because the view is support, right? The view is support. And at any given time, you guys hung around. So thank you very much. And I'm going to tell you what I always tell you. Don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out. All right? And if you find yourself in that misery lounge, grab your grip and go. Go back to your place. Go back to your lounge. Go back to your happy area where you might not always be happy all of the time, but you control the environment, okay? You control the environment, and hopefully you're happy most of the time. You might not be happy all the time, but you control the environment, and hopefully you're happy most of the time. All right? So much love to each and every one of you guys. I want you to please be safe for the rest of your Wednesday, the rest of your week. Just be safe in general. Y'all, the holidays are coming up. This is October the 2nd already. October 2nd, 2024. So there's a lot going on, right? In the news, we got a presidential election coming up. The next thing you know, in like roughly a month, 4 weeks, what's that? 28 to 30 days or so. We have the holidays approaching. So for those who celebrate the holidays, hey, for those who really, that's their favorite time of the year, it is upon us. So be safe, okay? Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. And in order to take care of your families, you got to take care of who first? Yourself. All right? Take care of yourself. Try to eat right as possible. You don't have to jump on these fad diets, because they are temporary. So unless you need to for just a short time, temporary, that's fine. But just don't hang on to these fad diets so much. Just try your best to eat better. Okay? Just try your best to eat better. Take a day or two out of the week to splurge. Don't splurge too much, but take a day or two to splurge. Just don't do it too much. However you want to do it. Eat right 5 days, 6 days. Do what you want 1 or 2 days. And then some people just do it every day. Some people do it every day. They just eat right every day, and that's good. That's good. That's a good thing. So take care of yourself so that you can take care of your family, right? If it's not important, try your best not to stress about it. If it's not important, try your best not to stress about it. I wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. I'm so happy to be back to Lions Pride over here. I wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. And as I always say, without peace, you have chaos. Without positivity, you have negativity. And wherever chaos and negativity live together, breathe together, jump around together, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. I'm not going to say you won't prosper, but if you partake in too much or you open yourself too much to the chaos and negativity, you might not prosper to your fullest potential. And that's not the goal, right? That's not the goal. We want to prosper as much as possible. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So on that note, again, please check out my videos. Check out the shorts table if you don't mind. I would appreciate it. Check out the rain and ocean sounds. I don't have the long videos anymore, which were just like an hour or two. I have the 10 to 15 minute ones. Check those out. Hopefully they can help you. Put it on loop. Put it on loop. Help you to relax, okay, and unwind. All right? There's nothing wrong with putting self first. Putting self first isn't always an act of selfishness. Sometimes you got to put yourself first so that you cannot be selfish. All right? Sometimes you got to put yourself first so that you can take care of yourself. And that'll help you to be able to take care of others. Right? Right. Y'all remember the R words? Rest. Relax. Release. Let some things go. Relate to the things that you can. Rejuvenate, refresh, refocus. Okay? Regroup, reset, and restart. All right? So I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lions Pride. hopefully with the Lord's will, that will be tomorrow. Bye, y'all.